Cherimoya is a delicious South American highland tropical fruit that, believe it or not, we can grow here in California with a few caveats. Hi, my name is Jeff. Welcome to the Tropical Garden Guy channel. Today we're going to talk about this tree I have behind me, the Vietnamese Cherimoya. But first, if you like this channel, make sure to click the like and subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Comments and questions, leave them in the comment section below. I do my best to get back to everybody's comments and questions. So let's take a look at my Cherimoya tree and we'll discuss the unique fertilization process that we have to go through here in Modesto to get delicious fruit. So a lot of folks may remember about 2 years ago, I put this Cherimoya into the ground here in my Modesto, California, Zone 9B garden. And take a look at the size of this. Now, I know a lot of folks think that you cannot grow Cherimoya in inland California. And a lot of folks don't realize that you can grow these guys even in Modesto, California, Zone 9B. And yes, we do get hot. And I know that Cherimoya is a mountain species, but believe it or not, it does really, really good here in my garden. As I mentioned, this guy was a 3 or 5 gallon, I forgot the size, but it has grown to 20 feet tall in 2 years. Look at this. Probably one of the fastest growing fruit trees that I have. And once they get this big, they get that canopy. And yeah, they're a little bit frost sensitive. The leaves will get zapped by temperatures below about 28 degrees, but believe it or not, these guys are pretty tough. The wood doesn't get damaged. It just seems to be a little bit more hardy than some of the other tropical fruit trees. Now here's my original tag that I got this guy. Still got it. And it says that it's a Vietnamese Cherimoya, but you know, Cherimoyas come from South America, Central America. But anyway, we'll take a look at what we got. So look at this. We got both stages of flowers. This is a female. As you can see, you look up into the flower and you cannot see where the pollen is. I forgot what the term is, but take a look. You can look here. This is the male. You open it up and you can just see. It's just still in the male stage. So usually in the morning, they're in the female stage, and then late at night, like right now, or late in the late afternoon, 5 o'clock to about 8 o'clock, they turn into the male stage. And this one's a little early because it's like 7 o'clock. But so what you do is you want to take the pollen from here. I can just do it right like this. I can take the pollen from this guy and then put it up into the female staged flower. See if you can see that. You just put it up there. That's all you do. You hold on to it and give it a little turn, and that's it. That female flower should be pollinated. You can tell. Now let me show you a couple other examples. For example, this one is too early, this flower right now. What will happen is it will turn first to a female. It seems silly for evolutionary practices that they would go from a female to a male. How do you get the pollen? Well, not all of the leaves or the flowers do that. Some of them go off schedule, and I think that's what we got here. We got a female flower here and we got a male flower here. And so what we do is we take a little container, or we can just take a little brush like this and just transfer it directly over to it. Now, you don't want to hit this guy too many times because you'll get a lot of seeds in the fruit. But it's very simple. But let's stand back from a different angle, and I want to show you this tree. Isn't this a crazy, crazy, crazy Cherimoya tree? Almost 20 feet tall. and it's loaded with flowers. So I should have a lot of fruit. They do, for those of you that are not familiar with cherimoyas, they are a delicious fruit that is super sweet. Texture of a creamy pear, but the taste of, to me, juicy fruit bubble gum. Juicy fruit bubble gum. That's what I would tell people. But yeah, this guy is just finished. What happens is they will drop their leaves whenever winter's over. So like in March, April, they'll drop their leaves. May, they re-leaf out and flower. Usually I like to get the later flowers like in June. I don't know why. I guess it's just more convenient. There's more, the tree has grown a little bit bigger, and from the winter, you know, yeah. Let's take one last look at this guy. Look at that, my plumerias are coming out. I had to show those. So yeah, everything's doing wonderful in my Modesto, California Zone 9B garden. Look at this, my Mauritius lychee that I planted 2 years ago. I planted these guys at the same time. They were about the same size, so you can see that Cherimoya is considerably faster than the lychee. But you know, this lychee is doing pretty darn good. Take a look. And also we got my Maradol papaya. Made it through the winter no problem, and it's recovering. It had a little bit of, you know, papayas need cold, warm soil, and we get our soil's pretty darn cold here. So some of the leaves got damaged from root rot, but it recovered very quickly. So yeah, that's it. That's my Vietnamese cherimoya. I showed you how to which the difference between the flowers. We'll show you one more time in case you guys didn't get it. This is a male flower. This flower right here. First, we'll say this. This one's just starting to open. I would say it may be considered a female flower. I don't know. Yeah, I think I could pollinate that. But you can see it's just barely open. Let me show you one that's not so far open. This one right here. You ain't gonna be able to get that any pollen out of that or fertilize the ovary. You need to have a flower just like this. That generally, this is just about past time. Generally, they're wide open like this. You want to take your brush and scrape out any, just gently remove any pollen. Let it fall into something like this. I put it in a little, you can see you got the anthers and some pollen in there. And this will stay like this. I put my paintbrush on the top like that, and I hold it in the refrigerator. It'll hold for 4 or 5 days. And I always have no problems pollinating 4 or 5 day old pollen. So yeah, you don't want that. That is a underdeveloped flower, not ready to go. There's one in the male stage. Usually it's in the male stage later on in the night, late in the afternoon, night, and here's a female stage. See the female stage? You cannot see that round dot in the middle. And there you can see the round dot. So if you like this channel, make sure to click the like and subscribe button. You have a wonderful day.